It is now in order to consider amendment number 4, printed in Part B of House Report 117-15. For what purpose does the gentlewoman from Iowa seek recognition?
Madam Chair, I rise as the designee of Representative Stefanik and have an amendment at the desk.
The clerk will designate the amendment.
Amendment number 4, printed in Part B of House Report number 117-15, offered by Ms. Miller-Meeks of Iowa.
Pursuant to House Resolution 303, the gentlewoman from Iowa, Ms. Miller-Meeks, and a member opposed will each control 5 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentlewoman from Iowa.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I yield myself as much time as I may consume. Equal work deserves equal pay, and we owe it to women to constructively engage on addressing pay disparities in the workplace and put forward real solutions. Unfortunately, Democrats have put forth a bill that prioritizes lawsuits and government regulation over women's economic empowerment and advancement. H.R. 7 would require employers to make intrusive data disclosures that would add compliance costs exceeding $600 million per year, while posing a serious threat to workers' privacy and their paychecks. On top of these onerous new requirements, H.R. 7 will force America's businesses to prepare for an onslaught of frivolous lawsuits, which now will be open to unlimited compensatory and punitive damages. 40% of small businesses are run by women, and H.R. 7 would make it harder for these women business owners to succeed. This issue is too important to leave to partisan solutions. Our amendment, the Wage Equity Act, offers a stark contrast to the approach laid out in H.R. 7. We look to innovation in the states to find bipartisan policy that is supported by both Republicans and Democrats and signed by Republican governors. Proof: the equal pay for equal work is not a partisan issue. The Wage Equity Act supports the empowerment of women in today's economy. America's businesses, particularly our small businesses, seek to do right by their employees. In recognition of this, the Wage Equity Act creates a voluntary pay analysis system to encourage the good faith efforts of employers to self-identify and correct any wage disparities should they exist, creating an environment of consistent self-reflection. We believe every American should be able to negotiate employment based upon their qualifications and merit for the position, and a victim of wage discrimination should not have this discrimination follow them to their next job and compound through the rest of their career. This is why this amendment protects the employee's right to not disclose their salary history during the job interview process unless they wish to do so voluntarily. At the same time, we cannot erode the necessary negotiations that take place in the job interview. The Wage Equity Act protects the ability for an employee and their prospective employer to have a pay expectation conversation, an important part of any negotiation. Our amendment protects employees' ability to discuss compensation with their colleagues while giving employers the ability to set reasonable limitations on the time, location, and manner of this activity to protect employees from harassment. Furthermore, the Wage Equity Act seeks to put women on equal footing with men as they start their careers, with a grant program targeted towards women in college and career tech programs to provide negotiation skills education. Lastly, our amendment directs the GAO to study the manager's gap to give us a clearer sense of the impact new parents leaving the workforce have on an employee's future earning and opportunity potential. These are common sense proposals that are supported by Democrats and Republicans alike, and I encourage my colleagues to reject partisan government overreach and support practical, bipartisan solutions that improve the existing law of the land, equal pay for equal work, by voting for the Stefanik Amendment. I reserve the balance of my time.